1st, 2019, from November 18th, 2025, of all FOIA requests received by the city of Cheboygan, all emailed FOIA submissions, all supporting attachments, all police-related FOIA requests, a complete log. He wants all the FOIA responses issued by the city, all FOIA appeals and all records handling of all FOIA appeals and all records related to FOIA handling appeals, all communications, internal, external, regarding FOIA handling, including emails, memos, texts, Teams messages, and other written communications between multiple members of staff, including myself, chief, mayor and city council, city manager, Cebulski, as well as records concerning FOIA compliance, including trainings, and then records related to city manager's residency status under Chapter 7 of the city charter. So, Administrator Temple and I had to go through our FOIA information to see what we had, and for me to go through my emails, if I just typed in FOIA into my email in the search, I had over 900 plus emails. So according to Mr. Canal's request, I would have to go through every single one of those emails per this FOIA, as well as the 900 plus documents that I have related to our FOIA requests over the last 6 years. As well as Administrative Assistant Temple, she has even more documents than I do. So these detailed cost itemizations are a reflection of the time and labor costs that would be attributed to separating and reviewing every document which we have, and separating the exempt from non-exempt information, as Administrative Assistant Temple deals with a lot of sensitive information, as she does as a police administrative assistant. I don't deal with as much sensitive information. However, every document would need to be reviewed for the FOIA per all the documents I have in my email, because those do have sensitive information in them, so those would have to be reviewed and redacted. I understand that Mr. Canal is discussing that they should be readily available. They are. They just need to be reviewed so that I can thoroughly, I would say, fulfill, and Brenda as well, fulfill his FOIA request. Just because that we have all the documents there in a folder does not mean that they just get sent out, because they do need to be reviewed and redacted if need be. So there is costs to that. It costs, the time that it was estimated that it would take us was, I get it, it's quite a lot, but this is over a request for over 6 years worth of documents. 6 years worth of FOIA requests, 6 years worth of emails, which is quite a bit of information.
Can you break down how you
I know I can, for me for sure, I can try to, I'm so sorry, I can try to remember what Brenda's was. I had for the labor and cost to locate for myself, like I said, I had over 950 plus emails. So I estimated at about probably 2 minutes per email to review, to see if it's review, to see if it's applicable to the FOIA request. And then for the labor cost for separating exempt from non-exempt, I estimated I had about 900, maybe 10 documents or so. Like I said, I wish I had written the numbers down in front of me here. And that was just 910 documents, not how many pages each document was. I went through a good amount of folders, and I would kind of estimate, like, okay, well, some of them were 17 pages, some of them were 8 pages, some were 2, some were 3, but I estimated at about 5 minutes per document to review and separate any exempt from non-exempt. I believe that was, Brenda's estimate as well, about 5 minutes per page. She had taken a ream of paper, and which is 500 pages, she measured it, and then she took her stack of information that she has for her FOIA requests, and it equaled to about, with the, the math and the measurement math, it equaled to about 1,500 pages, and she then too also attributed probably 5 minutes per page to review and redact if need be. She did not have as many emails as I did, which she also estimated at about 2 minutes per email for her search and labor cost to locate. She estimated at about 2 minutes per email from the amount of emails that she had.
Does anyone else, anything else they want to add?
Now, is this the only thing that you're doing during the day? You got
No.
other jobs, right?
I have other parts of my job to do.
So, the time frame that he's complaining about is you're trying to fit this into your schedule. This isn't something that you normally do every day.
Correct.
Look up this stuff. So you got a full-time 40-hour-a-week job doing, and you're trying to fit this in.
Correct. I mean, a part of my job is being the FOIA coordinator, and I understand that. And Brenda's as well. However, we estimated, and like that, the time estimate, we try to give as best of an estimate that we can. So we said if we are able to dedicate an hour a day based off the amount of hours that we are estimating on this cost estimate, we are estimating about an hour a day. If we're able to do that. Yes,
Why 6 years?
I'm not sure. That was
just what the-
that was the request that
That was the
he had,
request.
that he submitted. He wanted the last 6 years of, for the requested records. That's just the date he provided.
Anything else?
I'm ready to make a motion.
Okay.
I make a motion to deny the FOIA appeal and uphold the original fee estimate pursuant to MCL 15.240A subsection C.
I'll second that. Yes, okay. All right. I have a motion by Councilman Bedwin and second by Councilman Martin to deny as stated. Does anyone have anything they'd like to add to that?
Well, I would like to ask the question, why 6 years? I don't understand that.
I think you would have to ask the person who made the FOIA, but, I mean, after the council meeting, if you wanna do that, you can do that, but that was, it's up to any person to make a FOIA however they wanna make it, so.
Thank you for that.
Okay, roll call please.
Brenda? Martin?
Yes.
Edwin?
Yes.
Ormsby?
Yes.
Darling?
Abstain.
Reason?
Sure.
The reason is that what I just asked, I don't understand why 6 years of FOIAs. What purpose is that going to be for?
That's not for us to answer.
I know it's not for us to answer, but if I don't understand it, I can't vote for it.
Then you can vote no.
Yeah, it's either a no or yes.
I will abstain, thank you, Adam.
I'll show you in the charter where you're required to vote on all things unless you have a conflict of interest, which you don't.
You are not my boss, Adam.
You're not, they
All
are.
right.
I will abstain.
Dodd?
Yes, sure.
No. Mallory?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I got distracted with what was going back and forth. I'm a yes.
Okay.
To agree with what Abby's saying, yes, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
Is that it?
Yep, that's it.
All right. Motion passed. We have the city manager's report.
The Blight Task Force, which is comprised of Chris Bauer, back there in the corner, Dave Sullivan, Alex Martin, Chief Loader, and myself, have met a couple of times. We've boarded up one structure in town, are seeking funds to either get it rehabbed or demolished. We may have to facilitate that through probate court. There are also 5 other properties that have been sent violation letters, and I believe those went out in the last day or two. We have a list of 50 other properties that are on our target list that will be getting letters in the coming weeks. We've kind of been focused on the real ugly properties. We're not nitpicking or anything else like that. We're also trying to put together, Chris and myself have been meeting with some folks to try to figure out how do we help people that may get a letter that may not have the means to help themselves. So we're looking at that. The police officers will be supplying us additional properties over the next couple weeks as they go through their particular districts they've been assigned. We've also had a meeting with Jim Convoy and some others about the Blight Task Force. If you remember Jim, I think that was one of my first meetings here that I actually attended when I was shadowing Tom Eustace, was with Jim. He's very happy that we're moving forward, and so is everybody else. We are waiting still from a list from council people of properties that you may know of that we need to address. I know Brett's provided us some, I believe Dave has. Anybody else that has something, please bring that to our attention. Today, we actually met with the USGS. They have the 3 boats down here on the river. Chris and I met with them and a number of their reps from higher up. We talked about their permit that they pull from the city in order to put their boats there, about their future payments to the city for that dockage. So it does generate us some money every year. More importantly, they have a number of employees that live in or around the city that work there. So they are a big employer. We asked them how everything was going. They're very pleased with everything and their location, and they were very happy that last year Chief Reifenberg and myself kind of got rid of the blight that was across the river. There's that old ferry boat and everything else. We got all that cleaned up, so they were happy we did that, because sometimes that boat would be out when they were trying to turn and things like that. So that was great. As I mentioned earlier, the audit has been completed. I have a copy that I have reviewed.